Hey everybody, welcome back to Superman Crypto. Your host Superman in the house with another XEN ecosystem update. We're going to talk about how this is getting on, and of course, this is a really unique path to value, and of course, it's a crazy place too. So we're going to get into all of it. We've got Zen at the moment is currently at 18.23 on the old price here on the hourly. Let's have a look at the daily though. This is the daily, and of course, we passed through the FENIX launch on Ethereum and the Zen Dodge. The Zen Dodge, if you remember, burnt about 1 trillion and 50 billion on the first 2 hours and then has not burnt that much afterwards. So we're going to talk about that too. DBXen, of course, is starting to lift. So we're going to talk about DBXen burn. That's pretty important. So here we are at the moment. So we're down 5% for 24 hours. We've got about 1.4 million liquidity on the main Zen pair on ETH. We've had 83 buys, 150 sells, with the buy volume 191K over 255. Now, if we look at the hourly, we can see that we did have a nice little rally in the hourly, got up to about 1900, but have come back down since then. Let's have a look at the Zen dashboard, have a look at a Zen Turbo, and we can see the burns and the total supply. You guys know I love it, so let's get into it. So let's wait for this to populate here on the Zen dashboard. Waiting for that to show up anytime soon, will be fine. There we are. So just under 10.2 trillion Zen at the moment. So last time we had a big price bump, we were down to about 8 trillion or so. So that gives you an idea of where we are. Now, the positive news is that we've had this. If you want to get rid of the circulating supply, you got to burn it or stake it. And of course, here we are. We've got the stake here gone over 2 trillion, which is nice to see that some of the Zen is going there. That has kept a cap here on the Zen liquid supply since the launch of a Zen Dodge with the big trillion burn. So it's pretty cool. We can see the Zen Dodge burn here, back here on the, what day is that? On the 20th. And of course, since then, we've had, lower burns through the days. We did have a pickup yesterday on the 27th, which is bullish. So that's nice to see. And of course, DBXen, they're burning a beautiful 58 a billion Zen. So it looks like a DBXen. I did say that I thought that DBXen would go through at least another mountain cycle. We're waiting for that, and it does. That looks pretty positive for that. We've got low way, and DBXen looks like it may do that second hill that we're expecting. And of course, we're going to look at that a bit later. Now, Zen NFTs 1.2 trillion burn. FENIX there was at 689, so 670 million Zen has been burned on FENIX. So not too bad on FENIX there. Zen Dodge, 153 million Zen has been burned on the 27th. That's the latest there. So a nice little uptick. That's the positive news, folks. So let's have a look at the moment on the Gwei, 23 Gwei, but people are not minting much at the moment. We're going to talk about that in a second. But let's get into the net supplies. You can see pretty much not adding too much, but not burning too much either on the Zen supply chain. Looking at the total supply, 52.94%. So that's bullish after after the 27th burn. We're actually gone below 53%, so 52.94% is liquid now, obviously with new Zen coming. Let's have a look at the new Zen coming. Let's have a look at the 30-day forecast. Pretty low mints most of the time. We just got through one of those higher mints there. We've got a decent mint here on the 5th of June. That's 168 billion. And we've got another one here later on, the 25th of June. So that is 172. So quite a bit of wide apart there. So we just need to get some nice burnings through here. 75 billion or more is kind of where we would like to be. That'd be the really, really nice position. So cool. Let's have a look at the new mints over the last 24 hours to see what the flavor is for future mints. We can see actually it's not too bad today, 51,442. Obviously the Gwei there is coming down a lot, 22 Gwei. So that's really, really cool to see that. We're up to just over 12.5 million, on ETH chain for the global ranks. All right, let's jump over to quickly look at FENIX on ETH. FENIX on ETH there, liquidity 14K, so really low. The price there not doing too well at the bottom there. Look at that, 1.4 cents at the moment. We'll see whether that rebounds on the ETH chain there. Looking at DXen, which has been having an uplift in the burning. That is positive for the price. And it is $14.24. So DBXen looks like the one that's on the move. So pretty cool there. XEN there is at 13.56, pretty much moving sideways. Liquidity pretty low though, $823, so not a lot of value there. Really, DXen with the 308,000, and of course Zen there with 1.4 million on the ETH chain as the big movers. As you guys know, I mostly cover the ETH chain. I know obviously BSC, Polygon, and other chains for that next order down. Let's jump over to the XEN page. We're going to come back to the XEN page in a minute, but before we do that, let's get into some of the news from Jack Levin. And of course, all roads lead to XEN. We're going to talk about that in a minute, so that's bullish. Let's go back to DBXen on the XEN pub dashboards. Have a look at XEN here. And of course, let's have a look how the burn went in profile. Now, you guys know I was talking about this moving up, and look at that. Really, it's started to move up there nice there. 45 billion through DBXen, nice on that one. And of course, that's a nice uplift. So you want to get this sort of stuff happening again. That's what I'm talking about, a second mountain range. We'll see that we're still in the valleys here. You want to get that second mountain range off. That's typically what you do see with these protocols and so forth. So cool. At the moment, top burner today is 12.5 billion, so that's pretty good. They look like they got about 25 Gwei. It's still, in the low mid 20s here on the Gwei. And of course, you can see the rewards getting a bit better with that increase in DXN, which is cool, $14. All right, at the moment, what are we doing on the DBXen cycle? Since this is the protocol that seems to be doing pretty well at the moment, is 17.4 billion through so far on today's cycle. 29 people have entered in today so far. What else? We're on day 67. Can you believe it? So we're in the third month there. And of course, it's got 10 and a half hours to close for the DBXen. Now, moving the jack here, all roads leads to X1. So if you guys see the strategy, is obviously cross-chain, obviously all the EVM strategies and Bitcoin, and of course, going to try and make X1 the ultimate chain to rule them all, I guess, over the top of them. So at layer 2, we will see. That's all the game plan there. Everyone's getting excited. Now, we originally weren't expecting that till next year with the XN coin this year. And of course, people getting the benefits from that. So we're going to be watching any updates on that as we go. Now, obviously, Joe Blau launched a FENIX on multiple chains today, running on 10 chains now. Obviously, it had 2. Now it's got 10. I want to thank Jack Levin for building an awesome base protocol called XEN. And so we're going to have a look at all that. So there we are. Deployed a XEN protocol on 7 chains. I guess there were 3 up at the time. And of course, AVAX, Moonbeam, BNB chain, which is exciting. Obviously, it's one of the bigger ones. EVMOS, Phantom, Dodge chain, and of course, Ethereum, POW as well. So people will be pretty happy about some of those. That was good news there from Joe Blau. I'm a big fan of Joe Blau and love his work. So there we are. That's cool from Joe. FENIX is now live on Avalanche, so pretty nice on that. FENIX is now live on OKX. Pretty cool. FENIX is live on Moonbeam. FENIX is live on Phantom. There's all the contract addresses, which is nice to see. And of course, FENIX is live on EVMOS there, and FENIX is live on ETH Power. So nice work there from Joe. That was all about 6 hours or so ago. And cool. FENIX is live on Dodge chain. Nice on that. 6 hours ago. So working hard overtime. And of course, Joseph from XenPub has added a new dashboard for all of these. So XenPub has added stats for FENIX contract on the following chains, and so stats will be updated as well. So if we go back to DBXen, we can go down to the FENIX ecosystem. It's got its own headline tab there, and we can go into any of these chains now that FENIX is running, which is beautiful. Obviously, Polygon and ETH were up first, so you can jump to any of those, which is pretty neat. We'll jump to the ETH chain, since that's the one we focus on mainly on this channel. And we can see we've got 670 million burn so far today. We're on day 15 as well for FENIX. Let's have a look here. Our burn yesterday about 580 million. So yeah, real nice little uptick here. So cool on that. So looks like we had 580 million. We had about 110 million before that. So that, these bigger burns are really, really cool. So if we can get all of these sort of protocols uplifting from here after they had that sort of big start and a slow burn after that, particularly with the high Gwei. Now the Gwei's come back. Hopefully that will help as well. So congratulations on that. So if you're on that, you can go mint those out. Now looking at FENIX on Ethereum, we can see that we've got 6 days and 13 hours to go until the big reward is paid out. So that's the big first reward. And of course, then after that 13 weeks is the next one. Now Polygon is already up and running. That was up first. So we're going to jump to that chain just quickly. Let's say we've got Polygon here. I think I have got Polygon. I thought I had Polygon. Where's Polygon's run away here on the old chains? There's Polygon mainnet. And of course, there is the next 13 weeks. So 83 days and 13 hours until the next reward for FENIX reward pool there. So we were looking at that too. Currently, 1.5 trillion almost has been staked of the FENIX on Polygon. So very, very cool for that. Congratulations if you got those first rewards for the 3-week stand down. So that's nice. All right, so that is cool news from there. And of course, looking good on the stats is the stats board. Now coming to Razvan. Razvan, of course, talking about a bit more about DBXen, how that's been sort of uplifting at the moment. Burn cycle is up the last days, Gwei's down, must be a meme season over. And of course, DeFi is back on play. So we're watching this DBXen burn for Zen. And of course, may it continue, right? You want all those protocols to lift up and start burning more Zen. And of course, getting that circulating supply down. Pretty cool there. Razvan says still more than 2 hours to go from the cycle, and the DBXen crypto minters have spent approximately 140k to compete for the 8,782 DXen. This means that the price for minting one DXen is above $16, while DXen is trading at $13.50. And of course, you can see it's now trading. What was it? DXen is now trading at $14.24. So he's got a real price there of $16. So cool. Nice work there. Jack Vin there 13 hours ago said NGL DXen is probably the best DeFi protocol coming to this bull market. No admin keys, immutable, pays yield, native currency, only 5 million can exist. And of course, we're probably expecting all these protocols on Pulse Chain soon too. So very, very excited. So yeah, looks like DXen standout and FENIX's launches are the big news today. Hope you guys have enjoyed that coverage. And currently we're sitting at 5 zeros, 1823 on Zen on ETH. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave your comments in the video description there. Let me know if there's anything you want me to look at as well, and get my opinion on. All right, take care, everybody. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and I'll catch you in the next one. Keep on burning, and then we'll start the moon. All right.